Meteorologist Sean Sublett from the Richmond Times-Dispatch, and time for our Virginia winter weather outlook for 2022-2023. How do we do these things anyway? We use analogs. In other words, we go back in time and look at how conditions were in previous falls leading up into the winter. And one of the similarities we found in the records goes back to November 2010. What you're looking at here is ocean water temperatures compared to average or normal. The big take home here, if you look in 2010, November, all this blue indicating temperatures in the ocean, Pacific Ocean, near the equator, a little bit below normal. Same situation we see right now. This is the classic La Nina signature that you might have heard of. But we also want to look at what's going on farther northward in the Gulf of Alaska, cooler than normal there, and in the western part of the Pacific Ocean, at least northward from the equator, that's a little bit warmer than normal as well. In the Atlantic, it's a similar situation, but there is one notable exception. Right now, the water off the eastern coast of North America is warmer than normal. Back in 2010, it was much closer to normal, and as a result, we think that's going to temper how we do the forecast. So the overall outlook for Virginia: winter temperatures generally above average, snowfall generally below average, and we say a front-loaded winter, meaning we think when we look back, the first half of winter will be a little colder and potentially a little snowier than the second half of the winter. Distilling that further, for December, we see it about 2 to 4 degrees below normal or average. January, very close to average. And then February, probably the warmest of the 3 months with respect to average or normal. A 30 to 50 year time frame is what we're using for average or normal here. I think when we go back and verify this, we will go against the 50-year average, what the most recent 50-year average is across Richmond. So how much snow? We think, again, a little bit below average. In an average year over the past 50 years, Richmond gets 9 inches of snow. So we think it's on the lower end of that, 4 to 8 inches. Fredericksburg, a little bit more, 6 to 10. And the Roanoke Valley, 8 to 12 inches. And certainly it only takes one big snowstorm if we manage to pull that off, and then all these numbers are just gone. But we'll see how it all plays out. And after we get past the end of February, we will look back at the data and see how we did. But in the meantime, have a happy Thanksgiving and a fabulous holiday season.